Hey, this is Linda Murray Bullard. They call me the Business Plug. They call me the Business Plug because I help people connect to viable resources and connections that's going to help them to be sustainable. They call me the Business Plug, and I'm here for you. Are you ready to get plugged in? Let's go.
Hi, this is Linda Murray Bullard. I am the Business Plug, and today I'm bringing you Brian Allen. He is the owner of Royal Transportation, and we're going to talk about his business.
I have about 12 siblings.
Okay.
I'm the youngest of all.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm the youngest of all. Have 3 kids and married. Been married for 12 years now.
Congratulations.
Owner of Royal Transportation.
Okay.
Startup company that I started in 2016.
In 2016.
And pushing forward with it right now.
Okay.
Chattanooga.
So my audience consists of those people who have ideas, and I'm trying to help them to move from idea to implementation. So that's what they're looking for when they come here. When they're listening to this podcast, they're trying to find, how can I get my dream out of my head and implement it? And they're trying to do that as effectively, cost effectively as possible. And so me being the business plug, which I'm known for, I'm bringing it on my circle, and I'm showing them the people that we have here in Chattanooga who are hitting the ground running and who have these startups on lock.
Well,
look, I built you up.
Right. To get your dream started, I think you got to just connect with the right people.
Okay.
And that's what I did at first. I talked to people about the idea. You know, going back, I don't know if I'm going to hit it, but going back, I had to move to Nashville and coming back and forth to Chattanooga. That's when I got the idea of Royal Transportation. You know, people was complaining about, you know, the services, how to get back and forth to Atlanta and Nashville, and it's like it has to be a better service out there. And I was like, ding, you know, I've been thinking about it. You know, so then I want to move back to Chattanooga. I started, brainstorming, and you know, people introduced me to some people, you know, to talk about it and see what I can do to move forward. And they introduced me to lunch, Chattanooga. Okay. And I started taking the class, which she was my coach and teacher. She was my coach and teacher. And the idea, I mean, you just brought the idea out of me, and I started, you know, brainstorming what I need to do, what I do not need to do, don't need to do, and I start moving forward. And the resources that I had with lunch and with yourself, I didn't have to pay anything, and that was a plus for me as a startup, you know, an entrepreneur, you know, don't have a lot of money, you know, looking for money, looking for resources. And so I always had access to CPAs, lawyers, you name it, people that's already in business in my field that I can talk to and get advice from, and connecting with people. That really helped me a lot, connecting with people and getting advice from people that's already in the business, and it helped me to move forward with my business. Okay,
so you think the classes was the best part, or
the class was the best part, and I know this is your show, and I want to keep plugging you, but I know there was a couple times when I just called you and I was able to meet with you, just get some advice, and you was able to send me to certain people just to, you know, get advice from them and see what I need to do to move forward in the business, and that helped me out a whole lot. Now the classes was great. Learned a whole bunch of stuff, you know, crammed in, but you got this book that you was able to learn a whole lot of stuff about your business, what you want to do, and what you need to do to start your business, and that helped a whole lot. But connecting with you and other people, I think that was the biggest thing that could ever help my business moving forward.
So having mentors.
Yeah, mentors in your life. People that has a business mindset, not just anybody. Because I had some mentors, and I'm like, that ain't gonna be help me with that, you know. So let me shift, and move to somebody that's a business mind that can help me go forward and move forward with my business. So having a business mentor is a big plus too as well.
Right. And mentors are invaluable, because most times we try to think of mentors. We try to ask people who we already know.
Yeah. And that was my big thing, and it's still, as a business owner, I'm still trying to get out that box of just going, because I like to stay in this little box. I'm an introvert, and trying, you know, trying,
we are.
You know,
we are who we are.
And I'm trying to still get out that box and just meet different people. And when you surround yourself with different people, I mean, they give you ideas. When you if you with the same people, they're not going to get those ideas that you may get from those people who you may normally hang around with or connect with at a networking event or something like that.
Absolutely.
So getting out of your box and you might find that mentor that you never expect you'll find.
Absolutely.
To help grow your business. So.
Absolutely. The mentorship is huge.
Yes.
Mentorship and finding someone who is already doing it well.
And believes in you.
Believes in you, absolutely.
And if I can be just transparent, right now it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle even as a business owner, but I know I still have people in my corner that's like, okay, Brian, I know it's rough right now, but just keep pushing. It's going to get better. It's going to get better, from connecting, from financial, it's going to get better. So when you have those people, those mentors that's believing in you, even though it might not look good on your end, you're like, I don't know, maybe I need to get this up, but you're like, no, let me keep pushing. And you have those mentors in your corner or your circle that's like, no, Brian, you got this, keep moving, keep
Absolutely.
pushing. So that helps a lot.
They give you just enough willpower to keep you going. just enough resources, just enough to keep you going because in the long term, because the first 5 years is when it's critical for startups. So most people want to quit a job and jump right in, right? Right? Because that's what we think. We think, okay, I'm quitting my job, I'm starting my business. And
sometimes it don't work out.
We're going to be transparent, right?
Sometimes it don't work out. And luckily, and you have that good support system behind you. If someone would do that, it helps out too.
Absolutely.
I have a wife, I have somebody that's supporting me, but, has it been hard?
Yes.
Yes. And I think going in as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, sometimes you got to just look at it for what it is and don't be in la-la land.
Right.
Because I think one of the things, and I can say it's one of the mistakes I did make was like, okay, this thing's going to be boom. So I can just, next 6 months, I'm going to be on it. I had this thinking like, okay, it's going to be booming. And you look at the statistics, like 5 years, and I was just moving into the side, like,
that was them. That was
me. I'm gonna do it big, and so it had to come back to reality.
Absolutely.
And you're excited about the idea, you're excited about the people around you, but you still have to come down to reality.
Absolutely.
And I kind of had to learn it the hard way, but I'm grateful I learned it in the process that I'm going through right now.
Absolutely. And that's it. It's always good to have a realistic view, right? Because that's the thing when you're dealing with real numbers, right? And so are your collectors, right?
And look, this was so frustrating is that I learned all this stuff from your class. And I tell you, I learned all this stuff from Linda and the class she taught, and some of the stuff I didn't apply, and it kind of messed me up a little bit. And to be honest,
okay, so application.
And sometimes we have all this information in our head, but we don't put it to work.
Okay.
And so then we got to go back and say, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. And then I had people around me saying, you need to do that first. And I'm like, no, I'm going to do this. So you got to listen and apply what you've learned.
Apply what you learned.
So that's another nugget.
Yes, absolutely. So after you go and sit in the classes and spend your time in the classes, then you have to go back and make sure you use
everything. I mean, everything.
Oh, okay. Because it all works, right?
It all works.
And you have to use it in order.
You have to apply it.
Yeah.
Yes.
As far as applying it. So if you were going to, these are startups, like I said, so these are people ideas that they have not implemented yet. So if you were going to share something with them, a golden nugget that you could give them that would help them to move forward. Like these people may have it in their head what they want to do, but some of them are in various stages. So the people that listen to this podcast may have not started yet. They still feel the burn. That burn is in you that says, you need to start your own business and you need to do that yesterday. That burn. We all get it.
We get it, yes.
Entrepreneurs get it. Yeah, we understand the memo.
Yeah.
So what would you tell them? Give me 2 or 3 pointers that you would share with them from your own experience that has helped you to move forward.
The first one I would say, take the step. Take the step. Don't keep it in. I know you hear that burning, sensational feeling. You're like, well, what am I doing? This all in you. Take the step to start your own business. Take that step. Don't just hold it in or just have it on paper, but take the step, whether it's you connecting with a mentor or maybe going to a class, but take the step, number one. Because I had it in me, but I never took the step until I got to the right person. It's like, you need to do this. So take the step. Number 2, be patient. be patient. Do not be impatient. And because when you become impatient, you start making mistakes. You start making mistakes and you start doing things out of character. You know, you're like, damn, how I get to this point because you was impatient. You weren't patient enough. You weren't listening to your mentors, or you weren't applying this stuff. You wanted to hurry and get it out there. It's going to take time. So be patient, you know, being an entrepreneur and starting up. And number 3, be confident and believe in yourself.
Because you can do this, right?
Yes, because there's going to be times when, you know, some people might leave you, and some people might say you might just give it up and go back to the 9 to 5. You know, be confident in yourself, be confident in your business, and believe in yourself. Those 3 things I think will get you, you know, to that level of success.
That's a wonderful thing. That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. So if you so looking at your journey now. What I hear you say is that you would have applied what you've learned, and you would have taken advice from your mentors, or had a stronger mentor network. So talk about what it has meant to actually. So looking back, let's go back to when you first had the idea, and let's look at you today. What's different?
The mindset.
Okay.
The mindset of a business owner. Like when I first started, it was just like I want to get it out there, you know, and I knew the stuff, but I wasn't applying it, and my mind was just like I want to get it started.
Okay.
You know, and I wasn't looking at 5 years from now, 10 years from now. It was just get the business started.
Okay.
You know. And now it's like I have an actual plan in place of what I want to see happen.
Longevity.
You know, with the business. And it's just, you know, it's all on paper, and I'm trying to apply this now.
Okay.
You know, my mind is not just, okay, I got a business, what I do now. Now it's like, I want this to be, even when my kids get older, they take it up. I'm looking
Succession.
at, I'm looking at passing this thing on because I believe in it. And so my mindset has changed now. And I've become more patient as a business owner.
Okay.
Like I said, I was just impatient with everything. And being impatient, like I said, gets you in some things, you know, that you don't want to be in, or it gets you in a position where you don't want to be in. But now I'm more patient, and I'm looking at things. I just don't take things like, I see this. Let me hold up for 1 second. I know it looks good, but let me weigh it out and see if this is the right thing for me and my family. You know, because when you will get contracts thrown at you, you'll get things thrown at you. You know, and the money looks good, but you're like, is that a good fit for me or for my business?
So understanding the scope.
Yeah, or would this hurt me in the long run? And I've turned away some things, and sometimes I think, I don't know if I should have done that or not, or should I and you think about it, like you did the right thing, you know. So being patient with everything, I think right now it's helped me a whole lot, and not being afraid to ask for help.
That's huge.
I think at first I was like, I got it. I got the book. I got information from Linda. I got all this stuff. I don't need nobody help right now. You know, I can do it. You know. And that's not the case.
Absolutely.
You're going to always need people to help you, to push you, to give you advice, to give you resources, you know. Because, like I'm saying, when you connect with people, they give you resources that you might not normally have the reach to get.
And Alan, I'm Linda Murray Buller. I am the business plug. I have just plugged you in once again to Royal Transportation.
Royal Transportation, like I said, we're here in the city of Chattanooga. If you need transportation service, you can reach us on our website at www.myroyaltransportation.com. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn, so you can reach us all through the social media platforms. And you need a ride, you can book us there, and we'll be more than happy to serve. You know.
Wonderful. So that's Royal Transportation. So where's the number?
The number is 423-401-0480. 423 area code 401-0480.
And what locations do you provide transportation to?
Transportation to Atlanta, Nashville, Chattanooga. We service people to Alabama and also to Knoxville. So, you know, give us a call. Hit us up on the website. or Facebook, whatever your means of communication is. Email us at royaltransportchattanooga@gmail.com, and we'll be more than happy to serve you.
So that's Royal Transportation. That's Brian.